The hypersonic phase just started. Everything you've watched until now, the carrier group retreating, the THAAD radar destroyed, the Patriot batteries cut in half, the cluster missiles over Tel Aviv, the oil refineries burning across the Gulf, all of that was Iran clearing the path. The path is now clear. Iran has just launched the Fateh hypersonic missile. And if those words don't immediately tell you why, the next 72 hours are the most dangerous in this conflict. Let's break down exactly what that weapon is. Because once you understand the physics, you'll understand why every defense contractor, every Pentagon general, and every Israeli military commander is sitting in an emergency meeting right now with no good options on the table. Hypersonic means Mach 15, 15 times the speed of sound. That's approximately 11,500 miles per hour. A conventional ballistic missile travels at roughly Mach 5 to 7 on its descent. America's Patriot interceptors were engineered to hit those speeds. The THAAD system was built around that threat profile. Iran's campaign had 3 phases. Phase 1, deplete American interceptor stockpiles using cheap weapons. Accomplished. Phase 2, destroy the radar and early warning systems that give those interceptors their targeting data. Accomplished. 25 to 30% of American early warning infrastructure is gone, and half of all Patriot systems in the region are destroyed. Phase 3, once American defenses are blind, depleted, and degraded, deploy the weapons that couldn't have been stopped even at full American defensive capacity. That's today. Phase 3 is today. Israel's Iron Dome is operating at roughly 50% effectiveness. America's ground-based defense systems in the Gulf are at close to 0 effectiveness. The radar systems that would guide interceptors toward incoming threats are offline or destroyed. And into that gap, into the specific window Iran spent weeks methodically creating, the Fateh hypersonic missile is now flying. The 100-foot deep reinforced concrete bunkers that Israeli military leadership retreated to when conventional missile threats became unbearable? Iran has stated clearly those bunkers are now targeted. Hypersonic warheads, with the penetration capability of the weapons now in the air, don't stop at 100 feet of concrete. The engineering math on bunker busting at hypersonic velocities is not favorable to the people inside the bunker. And here's the detail that should make every American taxpayer genuinely furious. Iran just hit an Amazon data center in the Gulf. Not a military target, not a weapons depot. The cloud computing infrastructure that American corporations invested billions building across the Middle East, digital assets, financial systems, corporate data networks, is now being systematically dismantled alongside the physical military infrastructure. Iran isn't fighting a military campaign anymore. Iran is conducting a comprehensive demolition of American presence, military, financial, technological, and economic, across an entire region simultaneously. And the weapons doing the demolition right now cannot be intercepted. Iran's president made a statement. Trump heard it, twisted it, claimed it was an apology, declared victory. Within hours of that statement, while Trump was still telling the world Iran had blinked, Iran launched the Fateh hypersonic missile package and hit Gulf targets that made clear no apology had been issued, no ceasefire had been agreed, and no de-escalation was coming. This is the gap between the information war and the actual war. And understanding that gap is critical, because a significant portion of what Americans are being told about how this conflict is going is built around managing domestic political opinion, rather than accurately representing battlefield reality. Think about what we know versus what we're being told. We're told American casualties at targeted installations number in single digits. What we know, direct missile strikes on fully operational military bases, the kind of strikes being documented on video, do not produce single-digit casualties when thousands of personnel are present. The physics don't allow it. Soldiers on those bases know the real numbers. The people treating the wounded know the real numbers. Journalists trying to access those facilities are being blocked because the real numbers end the political cover story. We're told Iran's missile capability is being degraded. What we know, Iran just deployed hypersonic weapons it was specifically reserving for this phase, indicating the campaign is proceeding on Iran's timeline, not being disrupted by American or Israeli countermeasures. We're told Israel has destroyed 60% of Iranian missile infrastructure. What we know, Iran's missile systems are underground in hardened tunnels and dispersed locations that satellite imagery cannot fully map. If 60% of Iranian missiles were truly destroyed, the rate of inbound fire would have decreased dramatically. It has not decreased. It has escalated to hypersonic. The information war is being lost alongside the actual war. Meanwhile, the Gulf states, the countries caught in the physical center of all of this, are working back channels frantically to find an exit before the hypersonic phase fully develops. Iranian president's statement, whatever Trump claimed it meant, contained a real message directed specifically at Gulf leadership. Stop allowing American forces to use your territory to attack us, and we stop attacking you. That message landed. Gulf states heard it. And right now, behind the public statements and the diplomatic, careful language, Every Gulf government is having the same private conversation. How do we ask America to leave without it looking like we're asking America to leave?